Enabling a better tomorrow. Stakeholder motivations. This is the next segment of the understanding segment of the EABT model. And as you'll see, that if there's a sticky wicket in this whole process, this is it, and you'll see why shortly. So the situation has a number of stakeholders. Stakeholders, those individuals, groups, organizations who influence the situation, are influenced by the situation, influence each other. And the situation is the way it is because of things that they have done in the past, are doing presently, or have decreed to be done in the future. So it's essential that one have them involved in developing the understanding and the strategy, because it is the stakeholders who are going to have to implement the strategy. An individual can study a situation in the patterns of behavior in the network of interactions and develop an understanding of all of the relevant interactions that are responsible for the situation. Though if they do that in isolation, once they do it, they then have to convince, cajole, sell, whatever, that understanding to stakeholders. And it just doesn't work well. Stakeholders understand when they choose to understand, and it's best if they develop their own understanding as opposed to someone else trying to present it to them. I learned long ago that I can't change someone's mind. Only they can do that. The best that I can possibly hope to accomplish is to provoke thought. So while an individual or a group of people, a team of people, can go through all of the steps in this process to produce a strategy that's actually likely to get implemented and accomplish its intent, it is best if the group that goes through the process is composed of members of all of the stakeholder organizations. And in addition, there are stakeholders who are influenced by the situation, though don't actually influence the situation itself, and they should be involved in the process. And what is appropriate to understand while we develop the patterns of behavior and we develop the model of the interactions, it's appropriate to understand the underlying mental models of the stakeholders that was responsible for the creation of that network interaction and their motivation, because it's the motivation and the beliefs that caused them to create the situation the way it is. And when I first ran across this picture, I thought it was absolutely precious, because in more instances than not, this is an appropriate representation of the amount of alignment that exists when a group of individuals actually sets out to create something. So that in this picture, what it says is that each one of these individuals has a different mental model of what it is that they're creating, different rationales for doing that, and they end up building something that never produces what any of them wanted to, because it's a contorted contrivance of all of those mental models, and one needs to figure out how to get the group mentally aligned on what it is they're trying to accomplish. So as I said, this is probably the most difficult segment of the whole model, and we'll surface in some other videos some approaches to actually working out this piece of the puzzle. So hope this has provided a bit of additional understanding for this aspect of the process. See you in the next video. Bye.